one. I got a mic. Yee. So I ordered this mic, and then within 3 minutes of having it, I stepped on the cord and broke it. So that was awesome. And then I ordered another cord, and it was the wrong one. So double awesome. And now I have the right cord. So I have some catching up to do. Let's go over my trades. So first of all, boom, up almost 5K on the month. Great week for me, 4.31K. So now just to keep it going. So let's go over my trades on Monday. So Monday was a good day for me, 2,400, 2,450, 853. Now, thankfully, I do daily report cards. I'm getting back into doing them. So I can look over my trades. So let's look over my very first trade here of the day. So right off the bat, the light purple VWAP at the top, that is the previous day's New York VWAP. The blue dashed line is the initial balance high. The yellow line here is the opening range low, and that blue line is also the opening range high. It just is the same on this day. The light blue VWAP there is the New York VWAP, and then the purple, dark purple, is the low of day. So I'm predominantly a short seller, so you probably won't see a high of day VWAP on my charts, but anyways, let's get into it. The night before this, we had really bearish movement. I try really hard not to let the my nighttime, pre-market action, price action determine and bias what's going to happen in New York. So I don't usually have it open at the same time. I might glance at it, but I don't let it affect my decision making for the New York Open. So we see here that price is doing its thing, going low, high, bear, bull, and then we see a nice bearish movement, a retest of the New York VWAP. Really love to see it. Some people I know on Austin stream and in our Black Shirt Club group entered on this candle here for short, and that is just not my trade. So I didn't, and that's okay. Because what happens in middle of the range trades, they can be really choppy, and I just don't have enough confidence in my entry to hold through the chop. So I almost always take a loser because I just am anxious and stressed and I close too early. So I don't take them. And if the opportunity passes me by, that's okay. There will be another one, or there will be another day. Now, let's look at my entry here. I don't love this trade. I entered on one account, probably because I knew that I didn't love this trade. So we see a nice break below the opening range low. You can see here I marked off that I entered too soon. It really is not a great break outside of the opening range low or below the low of day VWAP, because we see it break. Maybe you could count this wick as a retest. And this candle that I entered in, like, what is that candle? That is not a break. Barely. I mean, I like that it kind of breaks before and then holds, sure, but it's just not my favorite entry, and you can tell because I closed it as soon as it went back into the opening range, which if this was a really good entry here, like we'll look at my next one, then I am confident holding it until the New York VWAP, because we can see that price does test the New York VWAP. I expect it to. And so I give it that breathing room and calculate my risk accordingly and give it that breathing room. But you know, I wasn't confident on my entry, and sometimes this goes for the double break. Sometimes we see it kind of slow down bearish and then shoot bullish. So I should have waited, and I got out, and it was just one account. So now let's look at my second trade of the day. This is a good trade. I like this trade. What happened here was this is where I got out here. We see, you know, you could argue this isn't a true retest of the New York VWAP like this area is, but I see it break. You know, buyers can't take back control, can't gain control, and we see it break back below again out of the opening range low. And this is my kind of trade. I entered on this little candle here, and actually the VWAP was tagged here, and so this candle broke below the low of day VWAP, and I enter in on 4 out of my 5 accounts. So when we look here at my notes, the VIX is up, stocks are red, the overall trend is bearish. There's orders on Bookmap down at 5,650, and we've broken below the opening range low, and we are below the low of day VWAP. Check, 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 check. Awesome. So I enter in that trade and I hold it all the way down to about 23 points later. So 23-point trade, nice. It was about 650 on all my accounts. I got out a little bit earlier on my Tradeify due to their consistency rule, and I held on to my XFA until the bottom of this trade. It kept dropping, but that's okay. You can't catch the whole move. So let's look at my last trade of the day. I left those trades alone. Sorry, those accounts alone. I left my green accounts alone. Now this trade was just on my account that was in drawdown. It was about $240 in drawdown. Now, the initial balance low here with that dotted blue line has been set. We have broken below it, and Edgeful stats tell us that we're really unlikely to double break both sides of the initial balance, though it has been doing it lately. So just to be aware, statistics are not a hard and fast rule. So we have the nice pullback to the initial balance low. It's slowing down around the initial balance low, and then it breaks the low of day VWAP. Again, what on earth is this break? Like, why did I enter here? Not a great entry. If anything, this candle should have been my entry. It is quite low to the low of day, but you know, there's still, let's see, how many points are there? 67 to 45. I mean, that's not bad, like 22 points. So 45, around 47, about 20 points. But I entered too soon because that candle's not great. And then I gave this a lot of breathing room. So what is this? 20, almost 23 points of my stop loss. So I calculated that accordingly, sized accordingly, and then it did. It pulled all the way back. And then now, thanks to this trade, I have a rule in my playbook that on my second trade of the day, no matter if my first trade was red or green, I will not enter another short until we see a pullback to the New York VWAP. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So this entry here would have been such a great entry. Nice pullback into the opening range. It held the opening range low. Like, look at that wick. Perfect. To the tick. And then it falls and breaks below the New York VWAP. This should have been my entry here. It would have gotten me about another 10 points. So just something to note here, and I did. This is a better entry. I almost got stopped out, but about a point and a half, I didn't get stopped out. And then it fell nicely all the way down to, gave me about 30 points there. So that was a nice trade. I really like this trade. This would probably be my trade of the day. This brought my account out of drawdown and up to 600 positive. So that's great. It should be noted here too that this is another great entry. So again, a nice pullback. You could argue this is close enough to the New York VWAP, whereas this is not close. This is pretty close here. A nice strong hold and rejection of the initial balance low with the break of low of day VWAP. Could be noted. Anywho, that was my day. It was a really, really good day, and I needed a good day. I had such a terrible day on Wednesday the 5th. Just kind of lost control of my emotions. You can see I didn't win a single one of my 17 trades. So, and most of the days I'm rocking a pretty good win rate. Maybe I should just cut Wednesdays out altogether. Something to look at in my stats. But anyways, I needed this win. So there you go. There you have it. Please, if you like these videos, let me know. Obviously, I'm new to this, so would love feedback, comment, subscribe, like, share with your friends, show your mom, show your grandma. My grandma would love this video. Maybe I should show my grandma. She's my #1 fan. Anywho, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, everyone.